Welcome back to Poker Celeb. We are the best YouTube channel out there, so make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more amazing content. Today we're going to be talking about kitchen nightmares, the worst restaurants. Where are they now? Number 1, Spanish Pavilion. Do you know what would make a tank of live lobsters completely unappetizing? A dead lobster floating with the others that can be served on the plate. Ramsay headed for the bar, where he found more dead lobsters with slimy sails. And then there was a dead pigeon at the kitchen. The episode about the restaurant's Horizon NJ kicked off the show for the 4th season in 2011 and is one of the few that is still open. Fiesta Sunrise, full of rotten food on every corner. Things got a blatant turn at this restaurant in West Neck, New York, when Ramsay grabbed a waiter who was picking up the chips left on the guest plates and putting them back into the jar to be served to someone else. In addition to the slimy, rotten, smelly fish and nasty meat soaked in blood, the restaurant had also had chicken so rancid that Ramsay choked when he saw it and sniffed it. Worse, he even found cockroaches all over the kitchen. The restaurant was closed ahead of episode, even in season 2, reportedly because they hadn't even paid any back some taxes. Oceana, Milky crabs being stolen at room temperature, sour sauce, half-dead crawfish, a bag of warm jambalaya, and shrimp so old and rancid that Ramsay had to puke into the closest bin that he could find. It is no surprise that the entire kitchen has to be completely cleaned out. Making things even worse was a mice trap and 3 dead mice in it. The restaurant group filed suits against the show, complaining that some of these instances were completely contrived. Old neighborhood restaurants. You know it isn't a good sign when the dessert like chocolate is being stored in the walk-in fridge on top of the raw meat. This was supplemented by moldy and rotting food that once shouldn't even been served to a dog, much less a human. Let's not forget about the dead mice too. The preview for the episode from season 7 in 2014 called it one of the dirtiest restaurants in the show's history up to date. The spot in Orada, CO, was already up for sale by the time the episode aired. It eventually closed down for good in 2016 and was turned into a brand new steakhouse. Finn's Mccools, when Ramsay finds sour meat, mold on canned artichokes, cooked on chicken being stored right next to raw chicken, and big batches of cooked food that has been spoiled. You'd think that would be enough, but then he discovers some old minced meat that was just served to him, and a shepherd's pie. From season 1, the Irish-themed family restaurant in a tourist hotspot of West Hampton, New York, was owned by a retired policeman. Reviews started looking up after Ramsay left, but the restaurant was sold in 2009 and eventually closed back in 2012. Mamaritas. What was the most horrific about this restaurant was that they were effectively serving customers TV dinners. Ramsay discovered that they would prepare food ahead of time, anywhere from 2 months and a year in advance, freeze it, reheat it, then serve it to customers. This was combined with the usual mold, though all in all, it wasn't the filthiest kitchen compared to the others. The Newbury Park CA restaurant, which was featured in season 3, closed in 2010, but reportedly the owner Laura still works in the food industry, running her own catering business. Amy's Baking Company. Amy's Baking Company from Kitchen Nightmares, the most well-known restaurants ever, featured on the series in the Scottsdale's Arizona gem, which was one of the subjects of the season 6 finale. It wasn't so much of the state of the restaurant, but the attitude of the owners that made this the first restaurant that Ramsay ever walked out of, saying that he couldn't help them. After it aired, people began calling the restaurant owners names and posting bad reviews on the Facebook page. The owners, Amy and Sammy, hit back in the same combative style that was not seen on the show, alleging that the reviews and angry perpetrated customers were plants from the show and not real diners. They decided to eventually sell the restaurant and it officially closed back in 2015. A few years after the episode aired, Amy and Sammy promised to continue working on other projects. The latest updates suggest that they are now living in Israel and appear to be still baking there. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and please like and comment on it. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on notifications. Take care of yourself and be safe. I hope you enjoyed this channel and watching other videos. Thanks for watching, see you guys next time, and bye bye.